Rainbow and the toys all live together in a very large playroom. The toys are all very different. And Rainbow spends quite a lot of time making sure that the playroom is a place where they can all live together happily and contentedly, and that it is a good place for them to be. They don't have many rules, but one of the rules is that whatever they have been playing with during the day has to be put away before they go to bed. And the toys have lots of things. They have a lot of books, they have games, they can do painting, and one of their favourite is that they like their building bricks. And there are several sets of building bricks of all kinds, including Lego. And so whatever they have been playing with during the day, they have to tidy up before they go to bed. Now, more often than not, they do, but there are times when they don't, when they get distracted at the end of the day, possibly with a television program, and then they forget. And so the next morning, Rainbow has to have just a little word with them to say that they had gone to bed without particularly clearing the floor and putting the toys away. Some of the toys just get a bit exasperated with that. Annalie in particular, who is lovely, but she's really not very good at doing what she is told. And she sort of says, well, what does it matter? What does it matter if we leave a few things around? Nobody's going to get hurt. Anyway, one day, the toys had been actually playing, some of them had been doing some painting. And then just before they were going to bed, or just before bedtime, there was a television program on that they all wanted to watch. And so they sat around watching the television program. And by the time they actually went to bed, they had forgotten that they had not cleared the playroom floor. And so there were some building bricks, a pile of building bricks in the middle of the floor. And on the table, there was a jar of water, which they used when they were painting. During the night, little Miss Muffet got up because she needed to go to the toilet. And she didn't normally put the light on. She could walk across the playroom quite easily to get to the toilet. But she didn't notice that there was a pile of bricks on the floor, and she fell over them, and she tripped quite badly. And as she tripped, she put her hand out and she knocked the jar of dirty painting water all over the mat in the middle of the floor. When she fell, she had hurt her foot, and it was very painful, and she found that she couldn't really get up. And she was really quite upset, and she started to cry. Now, nobody heard her for a little while, and then Squidgy Pig thought he heard something, and so he got up, and he came out into the playroom and found little Miss Muffet lying on the floor. And so he got one or two of the other toys, and they picked her up, and the Rainbow looked at her foot. And though it was swollen, he decided that probably it could wait until the morning and that she would go to bed. He gave her some painkillers, and they went to bed. But the next morning, Rainbow looked again at her foot and decided that she really did need to go to the hospital. It was quite swollen. At the hospital, they x-rayed it. They discovered that no, there wasn't anything broken, but it was very badly sprained. And so she came back into the playroom, limping quite badly and still feeling sort of a bit sore from what had actually happened. One of the other things that had happened, which of course was nowhere near as bad, but the jar of mucky water had fallen over the mat in the playroom, and there was a big dirty mark in the middle of the mat, and that was going to take some cleaning. Rainbow then got the toys together, and he said to them, some of you say that the rules don't matter, but the rules are there not just for the sake of it, but because they are there to help us to live in the playroom safely and well and contentedly.